Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Rick Reads Comics. And if you have never watched these before, that's what I literally do. I just read comics. And today we're in The Amazing Spider-Man, Mighty Marvel Masterworks. And we're going through that. We've been going through that. But we're going to be on The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 3. So the last issue, he fought the Vulture and the Terrible Tinker. In this one, we're going to get the very first appearance of Dr. Octopus. So I've been wanting to read this for a while because I've never actually been through these all the way from 1963. Let's look at this one real quick. It was The Amazing Spider-Man number 3 all the way from July 1963. And some of these have 2 stories, but this one right here will have just 1 story. So it's kind of like a full issue, I guess, of the Dr. Octopus. But let's jump into it. And let's check it out. So here is The Amazing Spider-Man number 3. And it says, America's most exciting superhero captured by the world's most dreaded supervillain. You are helpless, Spider-Man. I warned you that the power of Dr. Octopus is far greater than yours. A book-linked super thriller. Spider-Man faces his most powerful foe, Dr. Octopus. Can anything that lives defeat the mighty Dr. Octopus? And also, we're in the middle of like a crazy dust windstorm. So if you hear some wind or something in the background, that's what's going on. So Spider-Man versus Dr. Octopus, the strangest of all time. Dr. Octopus, the only enemy ever to defeat Spider-Man. In this epic tale, see the Human Torch. So we got another cameo of the Human Torch. He was also in the first issue of Amazing Spider-Man. Or actually, let me see. It was... yeah, the first issue of Amazing Spider-Man, they had a cameo. And now begin. Once again, story is by Stan Lee, art is by Steve Ditko, and the letterer is John Duffy. Okay, let's jump in. The story has to start somewhere, so let's begin with a lonely warehouse in the dead of night where we find a robbery taking place. Hold it, you guys. I think I heard something. Relax, Charlie. It was probably just a mouse. Suddenly, the most awesome image in crime fighting appears on the wall directly above the startled thieves. Mouse, you've never seen a mouse like this before. Look, it's... Don't be shy, fella. You can say my name. It's Spider-Man. Get him. There are 3 of us. He can't take us all. Ugh. Brother, you're living in a fool's paradise. Oof. Wow. So it's got the, 60s owls and oofs and stuff. And that's pretty cool. Minutes later... some big criminal mastermind you are. Aw, shut up. Whoever expected Spider-Man to butt in? Look, Joe, Spider-Man's been here, and how? And not far away. It's almost too easy. I've run out of enemies who can give me any real opposition. I'm too powerful for any foe. I almost wish for an opponent who'd give me a run for my money. And of course, Spider-Man's going to get what he wished for. And little does Spider-Man suspect that his frivolous wish is about to come true, for at that moment, on the outskirts of town, at the Atomic Research Center, here comes Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus? Why do they call him that? Watch, you'll see in a minute. See? It's that especially designed contraption he wears, which enables him to perform his experiments behind the lead walls which shield him from radiation. So there he is, he got this apparatus on him with some extra arms. He created that getup himself, and he's the only scientist permitted to wear it. He's the most brilliant atomic researcher in our country today. Yes, such a man is Otto Octavius, better known to his co-workers as Dr. Octopus. Let us watch as he conducts a nuclear experiment. So there it is. The arms are pouring some chemicals into this. My artificial extra arms permit me to work safely with volatile chemicals, which are far too dangerous to touch without protection. So this is in his mind, he's thinking. Though others fear radiation, I alone am able to make it my servant. So he's got a little bit of pride in him, and that's going to, bring about his fall. But nothing is ever perfect, not even the projects of Dr. Octopus. And as the unsuspecting atomic genius conducts his experiment, look, the radiation meter has gone wacky. Something is wrong. There's going to be a blow-up. Sound the alarm. Oh, look at that panel. That looks crazy. It's a pretty good one. But the warning, alas, is given too late, and before the alarm can be sounded. That's what happens, an explosion. Then, after the flames and smoke have partially cleared, Dr. Octopus is still breathing. I hope we've reached him in time. And they got their little hazmat suits and stuff on. Even though he's alive, he's absorbed a great deal of radiation, poor guy. In the hours that follow after exhaustive tests, the x-rays show an uncertain amount of brain damage. I'm afraid his mind has been permanently damaged. We can't remove those artificial arms of his yet. The radiation has caused them to adhere to his body in some strange way. So they're stuck on him now, and he has partial brain damage. Finally, days later, the injured scientist recovers consciousness. What am I doing here? Let me up. I must return to my work. No, you've been very ill. You must stay in bed. You need the rest. But the brain of Dr. Octopus, the brain which has been damaged by radiation, reacts in a bitter way. They're jealous of me. They want to keep me from my work, but I'll show them. I'm stronger than any of them. The window is barred. They're trying to make a prisoner of me. The fools. No one can hold Dr. Octopus against his will. No one. So, this radiation has caused Dr. Octopus to react in a crazy way, and he doesn't really understand what's going on. Then, suddenly, at just a suggestion of a thought by Dr. Octopus, his artificial arms move as though they have a will of their own. I've got to break those bars, and they take off. I did it. My arms did it. Their strength is incalculable. They can do anything. Somehow, my mechanical arms have almost become a part of me. They obey my every command. With such power in my brilliant mind, I'm the supreme human being on Earth. And there he is right there. Minutes later. You wanted to see me, Dr. Octopus? Yes, come in. Shut the door behind you. What is it? Oh no. Ha, you don't believe what you see. But it's true, I'm all-powerful. From now on, I give the commands here. Meanwhile, at the office of J. Jonah Jameson, publisher of the Daily Bugle, I want pictures of that injured scientist, Dr. Octopus, but no one is allowed to enter the Bliss private hospital anymore. I never heard of any hospital keeping people out. Don't worry, JJ, I'll get those pics for you. My best men have tried and failed, but so far, you've succeeded in every assignment. I can't imagine how a teenager like you does it. Our agreement, JJ, is that you're never to ask me how I do it. Just have a check ready for me when I bring back the pics of Dr. Octopus. He doesn't suspect Peter Parker, the teenager he assigned to the job, is going to have Spider-Man do it. So that is Peter Parker, and if you don't know, he is Spider-Man. And so, here's the place. Strange that it's locked and nobody is admitted. What kind of hospital is it anyway? And then he jumps over the wall. Well, there's only one way to find out, and Spider-Man's just the cat to do it. These suction fingers of mine, what? These suction fingers of mine will get me up the wall in no time. Boy, it's great being Spider-Man. I can do almost anything. And then as a close-up on his fingers, this is just like in the movie when they close up and he's using his powers for the first time. That's pretty cool. Throwback to it. The only problem is my jobs are too easy. I'd welcome a little competition once in a while. And as he steadily climbs up the sheer outer wall, little does Spider-Man dream that he is soon to get far more competition than he ever bargained for. Seconds later, almost there. Holy mackerel, what's that? And there's a big octopus arm that comes out. Silence! Nobody is to speak when Dr. Octopus speaks. Okay, he's lost his mind. There he is in front of all these people and the doctors. Peering unseen through the large picture window, Spider-Man witnesses a strange, unexpected sight. You can't keep all of us prisoners forever, Dr. Octopus. We've done what you asked, gotten you all the equipment you wanted. When will you let us go? Not until I'm ready. With my powers, no one can resist me. You'll remain to serve me until I no longer need you, and not before. Well, so the good doc has flipped his lid, huh? Well, this is just what I've been hoping for, a little action. So Spider-Man's actually excited to come and get this guy. But this is mad. You have no right. Right? You dare speak to me of right? And he picks him up. I have the right to do anything, as long as I have this power. And if you doubt my power, here is a small sample. No, don't. Let me down. Looks like it's time for Spider-Man to join the party before he really hurts that fella. Hold it, Doc. How about picking on someone who can fight back? And he jumps through the window. Spider-Man. Well, I sure ain't Albert Schweitzer. I don't know who that is. You dare speak flippantly to me, you fool? When I'm finished with you, you'll sing a different tune. So they got a showdown going on right here. You don't think those dumb-looking flappers of yours can move fast enough to catch Spider-Man, do you? And he leaps as they go to get him. Hey, why? Surprise, Dr. Octopus is far more powerful than you dreamed. Far more powerful than even you. Don't let that one lucky punch go to your head, pal. I have a few more surprises. Ah, most ingenious of you, your spider's web. So he webs them up right there. But as you can see, holding only 2 of my arms isn't enough. I still have more. No time to shoot my web again. He's faster than I expected. But I can still grab his other arms. Oof, it takes all my strength. He also has superhuman strength. My web, he snapped it. Nobody has ever done that before. And now, Spider-Man, I grow bored with this game. My time is too valuable. Oh, and he lifts him up. Now watch me trap a spider in a web of my own, a web made of my newfound arms. Your strength is merely that of a spider, but mine is the energy of an atom, born of a nuclear accident. I'm helpless. Can't fight all those arms at once. Don't know what to do next. He's just toying with me. Oh, and he slaps him. You dared to mock me before. Why aren't you mocking me now? Where are your brave words and taunts now, Spider-Man? And he tosses him out the window. Or do you realize you finally met your master? And now you can leave the way you entered. You're no threat to me. And he goes flying. Weak, groggy, just barely conscious, Spider-Man has his fall broken by a tree as he finally slumps to the ground in defeat. Okay, Spider-Man just got whooped for his first encounter. Let's see if he comes up with a plan to stop him. He beat me. I never had a chance. I didn't even give him a good fight. He could have finished me off anytime he wanted to. And he takes his mask off right there in public. He can't believe it. What do I do now? I've never been beaten before, but this time my spider powers were not enough. Is this the end of Spider-Man? Not long afterwards, at the hospital. Even though I defeated Spider-Man, my prisoners escaped during the fight. I must leave before the police arrive. Dang, he goes, yep, crawling out of there. With my arms, I can go anywhere, do anything. Fences can't stop me. No one can catch me. Now that I have reached my objective, any unlocked window will furnish an entrance for me. The security police aren't apt to notice an extra pipe or 2 up on the ceiling. Once he's gone, I can act freely. So there he is, looking around, and then he's up there hiding. This is what I'm after, the brain center of the entire atomic lab. Once I take it over, the greatest source of atomic power in the nation will be mine. It's an easy matter for Dr. Octopus to unlock a door. So he goes, slips through, and unlocks the door from the inside. Out, all of you, I'm taking over now. Did you see that? It was Dr. Octopus. But what's he up to? Nothing can stop me now. Between my own super strength and the atomic power which is mine to command here, I'm the strongest man alive. But first, I'll give the world a demonstration of my strength. I'll destroy part of this plant and rebuild it to suit myself. And so, something's happened to the lead shielding. It's been lowered. The radiation is starting to escape. Look, the giant machines are running out of control, as though some madman is guiding them. There's too much pressure in the main valves. The pipes are overheating, exploding. It isn't safe to stay here. So everything's going wrong, all crazy. Dr. Octopus is causing it, and they gotta escape because he's about to blow this place up. But within minutes, the source of the trouble is made known, and we've got to reach Dr. Octopus somehow. We can't. He set up electronic barriers all over the place. And before long, the entire plant is evacuated, except for they realize I cannot be stopped and have given up trying. I've won. The plant is mine. I am now in complete control. The foremost brains of the nation's armed forces and security agencies confer feverishly, but to no avail. We've never been up against anything like this before. A brilliant scientist with superhuman powers on a mad rampage. If we can't stop him, then we must see the innocent people are not injured. And so, the order goes out. No one is allowed in or out of the atomic plant. Can't figure out why they post sentries here. If Dr. Octopus tries to get out, how can we stop him? Okay, now back to Peter Parker. Meanwhile, what of teenage Peter Parker, alias Spider-Man? Poor Peter's been moping in his room for hours. I wish he'd tell me what's wrong. And that's Aunt May. I'm a failure. Spider-Man is a joke. Nothing. There's the phone, and the phone's ringing. Mr. Jameson? No, I won't be able to get the pictures of Dr. Octopus. No, I probably won't be able to get any more. Sorry. Yeah, goodbye. Peter, dear, what's wrong? I can't bear to see you so unhappy. Is there anything I can do to help? No, Aunt May. It's my own personal problem. I'll get over it. Got to leave now. Time for school. So he takes off. Hello, Petey. Say, what's with him? He didn't answer. And there's no one I can talk to. No one who'd understand. Him? He's down in the dumps. Looks like he lost his favorite test tube. Pete, did you hear the big news? The governor's asked the Fantastic Four to try to capture Dr. Octopus. They're busy with another case, but they sent the Human Torch to see what he can do. He's speaking to our assembly today. Big deal, so he's thinking in his head. Later, at the school assembly, I was asked here to tackle Dr. Octopus, but I've used my flame so much recently, I have to wait a few days to let it get strong again. While I'm waiting, your principal asked me to address you. If only, okay, and Peter's thinking right here in the stands, if only I had his power, his confidence, but that's easy when you've never been beaten. Now, this is Johnny Storm. He is the Human Torch, and he says, now for a little demonstration. I can't apply my total flame, but here are some fiery figures for you. And then he comes up with some numbers. It's an equation. This is what usually happens when the thing helps me with my homework. I get results like these. So 2 plus 2 and 3. Then after a few more colorful demonstrations, now for a parting thought. Stick to your schoolwork and do your best in your studies. Don't be discouraged if it sometimes seems tough. The important thing is never give up. Remember that. Never give up. Ability alone isn't enough. It's one lesson I've learned from my partnership with the Fantastic Four. It's almost as though he's talking to me. Even the Fantastic Four have had defeats, but we always come back. Our motto is never say die. He's right, by golly, he's right. So there's Peter getting a renewed motivation. Later, at the conclusion of the Torch's lecture, I want to thank you for that speech. I'll never forget what you said today. It meant a lot to me. Huh? Oh, sure. Glad you enjoyed it, fella. So he has no idea that he's Spider-Man. But Peter's excited. Like a man possessed, Peter Parker races home to the privacy of his room and he's changing into his costume. I guess if the Fantastic Four could be defeated and then go back for more, Spider-Man can too. And there he is getting his slingshot ready. Okay, Dr. Octopus, this is it. Now that I know how strong you are, you won't have the advantage of surprise on your side again. And there he goes, flings himself in. This is one easy way to get past those sentries below. Hey, did you just see someone flying above us? Someone flying above us? Are you some kind of nut or something? So far, so good. I landed safely on the roof without being stopped. Now to get as close as I can to Dr. Octopus before he discovers me. But the strangest scientist has eyes everywhere, and it's Spider-Man again. Well, this time he won't be so lucky. This time I'll finish him for good. So he has all his cameras and he knows he's there. From now on, I allow no one to interfere with my plans. I will permit no one to deny me. And at that moment, my spider senses warn me of danger behind me. There's something coming up. Nice try, Dr. Octopus, but I'm ready for you this time. So he jumps out of the way. And then another shot goes off and he dodges it. With my spider senses fully alert and my spider muscles in top condition, he can't possibly hurl those electronic bolts fast enough to hurt me. And then there he is on the ceiling. He knows my every move. He must be watching me on some sort of TV hookup. Well, I'll just go somewhere out of range, as only I can. And that's when he goes to the roof. He's found a way to evade my electronic scanners. He's cleverer than I thought. But I'll defeat him with my all-powerful arms, as I did before. He won't elude me now. And then he goes through the hallway. Ah, there's what I'm looking for, the chem lab. I've got to move fast. It won't be long before he finds me. So Spider-Man's mixing up some stuff. There, it's done. And now, this wiring will suit my purpose just fine. I mustn't make a mistake. Dr. Octopus won't give me a second chance if anything goes wrong. I still can't be sure this will work, but I've got to try it. Now to find Dr. Octopus. So he's walking around with his stuff he made, and he's about to toss it and try to catch Dr. Octopus, but he's sneaking up behind him. Once again, at the last split second, Spider-Man's spider instinct saves him from sudden defeat. So he knows he's coming, spider sense goes off, and he moves real fast. Ha! I've got you, Spider-Man. What? Oh, no, you don't. Moving with every ounce of speed he possesses, Spider-Man manages to loop one of his hastily constructed devices around two of Dr. Octopus's arms before another arm, striking out, forces him to drop the second device. Ugh! So he got hit, but he wrapped him around too. But Spider-Man has superhuman strength, even as Dr. Octopus, and he recovers from the blow in seconds, in time to dive out of harm's way. You hope to defeat me with a foolish thing like this? You must be mad. Now to get out of reach and watch what happens. Oh, I see. It's a chemical which fuses my metal arms together. Clever. But I can take care of that easily after I dispose of you for good. So two of his arms are stuck right there in a ring. Slowly, inexorably, Dr. Octopus forces Spider-Man back against the wall, blocking his web with his swift-moving arms. Ha-ha! Even your fast-shooting web isn't quick enough for me. So he shoots and he blocks it. He's using his fused arms like a club. I can't retreat any further. My back is to the wall. I've got to take a desperate chance. So he goes, tries to hit Spider-Man, and he moves. Moving like a person possessed, Spider-Man whips his legs around one of Dr. Octopus' tentacle arms while he seizes the other, free arm, with both of his powerful hands. Gotcha! But not for long. So he grabs him. Got him hooked up right there. Then, before Dr. Octopus can make another move, Spider-Man shoots his amazing web directly at the startled scientist's face, so it webs him in the face. I should have realized sooner, Octopus. The best defense is a smashing offense. That's a good panel. That looks awesome. That blasted web is spread out over my glasses. I can't see. I can't get it off. Even though he can no longer see me, his other arms are now around me, pulling me toward him with incredible strength. Ah, there, I got them off. I've got his two free arms apart, but I dare not let go of them. So he has those hooked together, but he's being pulled closer, and he has the other two in his arms, and he's holding them. Give up, fool. Sooner or later, you'll have to let go, and then I'll have you. I've got one chance, but I've got to time it to the split second, or I'm finished. Throws a punch right there. Suddenly, Spider-Man lets go of Dr. Octopus's arms, and at the same instant, lashes out with a smashing right. Now! And he punches him right in the face. I did it! I knocked him out! I had to let him go and then strike faster than he could move. Strange that an old-fashioned punch to the jaw defeated the most dangerous villain I've ever faced. Better not take any chances. I'll wrap my webbing around him many times while he's out. He'll never be able to snap this. So he webs him up real good, and the other one's fused, so that's good. Later, at the sentry post outside the atomic plant, Captain, we've been hearing noises inside there, like a fight. Someone must have sneaked past us, and look, over there. So they look through the room. It's the sign of Spider-Man. There he is. He's waving to us. Come on. So they look over, there's a signal, and they see him over there, and he's waving them over. Careful, pal. No telling what's going on. You're telling me. I'm going to shoot first and ask questions later. Look, it's Dr. Octopus. He's all tied up, and he's helpless. Don't just stand there. Get me out of this. So that's cool. He got them all webbed up right there. The authorities will be able to handle Dr. Octopus now, but I still have one more thing to take care of as Spider-Man. Minutes later, the dramatically costumed superhero climbs the sheer wall of a nearby hotel. He's somewhere in this hotel. I'll find him easily. My spider sense tells me that his room is just ahead. And inside the room in question, good news, Torch. Your temperature is down, and your virus is gone. By now, your flame should be working at full strength. Great, Doc. I want to show my partners in the Fantastic Four that I can tackle Dr. Octopus alone. Flame on. And now for... Relax, Torch. Dr. Octopus has been captured already. Thanks to you, Torch Octopus... Thanks to you, Torch, Octopus is safely under wraps. And I owe you an additional thanks because if not for you, Spider-Man might have been finished too. Huh? So long, Torch. See you around, pal. Flaming fireballs. I don't get it. What did I do? The next day, the Human Torch gives a pulse-pounding demonstration of his full powers before returning to his headquarters. Wish Spider-Man was still around to join me in this show, but I don't know where he cut out to. Now there's my idea of a hero, the Human Torch, and a guy like Spider-Man, too. Why don't you watch and see what a real man is like, Bookworm? So he's talking to Peter. Someday I'll tell you why, Loudmouth, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Yes, sir, it's going to be a real pleasure. And for the first time, a case ends without Peter Parker delivering any photos to Mr. Jameson. But right now, Peter couldn't care less. The end. All right. And let's see, it says, special surprise bonus Spider-Man pinup page from your pal, Spider-Man. So there's a drawing right there. All right, that's the end of issue number 3. And that's pretty cool. I did like the origin of Dr. Octopus being told. And it reminds me of the Spider-Man movie like the other one did, the Tobey Maguire first movie. But yeah, I'm excited. I like going through these and just looking at the history of things all the way from the 60s when these were made. And they're still famous today because of Marvel and the movies and everything else. And it looks like next time we're going to have the Sandman coming up. It says, how can Spider-Man defeat a foe who cannot be injured? Don't dare miss. Nothing can stop the Sandman. But yeah, so check that out on the next one coming up. But thanks for joining me. I'll see you again next time. And we also have Crisis on Infinite Earths coming up. I'm going to do another issue of that this week. But yeah, thanks for joining me. I'll see you again next time.